What's up, y'all? It's Heaven Darlene. Oh, anyways, I'm here with one of y'all favorites, a freaking story time, y'all. And I hope this ain't too long, but this is very, very interesting, y'all. So, this is a story time about one of my, I don't know if I want to call it like my boyfriend, because there was a lot going on in this. So, I'm gonna give a little backstory on this. So, when I was going to this one church or whatever, there was this one boy, and it's so funny because like back in high school, when I was in high school, like I liked guys for certain things, like, oh, their eyes, or oh, because they got tattoos, or which was so stupid, y'all. Like, don't do that, y'all. Don't talk to somebody because, oh, they got nice eyes, oh, they got nice tattoos. Like, I mean, you can have your fun, but anyways, so yeah, let's get back to it. So this boy, I thought he had cute eyes and stuff. Like, we was friends, like we was very close friends and stuff. I never thought he really liked me or whatever, but we was we went to the church with our other friends and all that. And one day, I forgot how it got to this, but there was like a community center that my grandmother owned or whatever, and like that was right by it. And so like we would go there sometimes, like he would be there, and mind you, he was like older than me too. So not that older, but like he was older than me. I think he was 18, maybe I was like 16, no, maybe a little younger, and I think he was 17, somewhere around there. Anyways, he was a little older than me, so I did have a crush on him and stuff like that. And we were at this place, or at the community center, and one day he literally like asked me, like with markers. I think like one of my best friends, she was there, she knows most of it, but he wrote on the board and was like, and told me to come here, or have my best friend bring me in there. And then I read it and it was like, will you be my girlfriend? I'm like, I was so nervous. I was like, okay. Anyways, let me make a name for him. I don't want to use that name. Uh, let's call him Tuki. It was so nerve-wracking because then there was just a lot of speculations and stuff, and his dad ended up, or his stepdad ended up, like the next day or the next time we went to church, like wanted to talk to me and stuff. And I know it was a serious conversation and stuff, because he was asking like, was we dating and stuff like that. I don't remember what I said, but I know it was a deep conversation. I don't know why, but yeah. Anyways, let's fast forward. Like, we end up not, I think like I switched churches or something, but we ended up not even like talking no more, or something happened, or we got in an argument. But anyways, we wasn't talking no more. So boom. So then it was like maybe a year or two later, or maybe a year later, I don't know. I know I was still in high school. So I went to a Halloween party with my cousin and my friend or whatever. Me and Tuki had been like talking again, and he was a bad texter. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was just doing this to me just cuz. But anyways, I had been trying to like, well, we've been texting, and then I was trying to like see him because he's like, come see me. Y'all, I was freaking, you know, you in high school, you like, I'm gonna be over here, and you actually not. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stay over. It was my cousin's friend's house, so I was like, I'm gonna stay over there after the Halloween party we go to. So anyways, after the Halloween party, like we was like all high school students, or at least majority of them, be drinking, smoking, whatever. So I was lit, and me and him had talked about like me coming to see him, and I was gonna stay over or whatever. So my friend literally drives me there after the Halloween party, and I'm over there. I think I messaged, we had talked like 30 minutes before I went there. And he was like, yep, you coming over? I'm like, yep, I'm coming in like 30 minutes or something like that. I said, like, I'll be over there soon. You should not be asleep within 30 minutes. Like, if you trying to see somebody you like and stuff, like, I'm gonna stay up. So, but anyways, I go over there and I'm like texting him, calling him, and I'm a little lit. So, you know, I'm probably doing extra by this point. So I'm like, hello, like, you not answering. He not messaging back or none of that. Like, and I'm like, acting a little weird. I'm over here banging on the door and stuff, like not too much, but I'm just like knocking. Nobody's answering. It's like a 2-story type house, but nobody's answering. I'm like, what is going on? So then I'm like just irritated because I'm like, you had my friend come and bring me over here and stuff to come and see you, and I'm doing all this stuff talking about I'm gonna stay over her house. Like, I freaking, like, what the heck? So I'm mad, y'all. I'm like hitting the bushes, like, what the heck? Like, how is he not answering? Like, he doing some weird stuff. Like, what are you doing? It's not even like super late. It's probably midnight at this point, but I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? Like, I could have talked to another dude instead of you. So anyways, my friend was like, you good? I'm like, no, I'm not good. Like, I'm so irritated. Like, he really tried to ignore, or I feel like he ignored me because he not saying nothing back. So anyways, they end up bringing me back, long story short, or bringing me to my house. It was so funny because I walked in the house. I think my mom was asleep and my stepdad was on a game or something. But like, I walked in the house and I slammed my door. My stepdad was like, what the is you doing? Like, and I'm like, nothing. And I end up going to sleep, right? So then the next day, Tuki messaged me talking about, oh, sorry, I fell asleep, So I think I didn't talk to him for a minute, or maybe we were still talking, but he was like, oh, you still gonna come see me? You know how dudes do all this stuff and then they want you to come see them still. So I'm like, my stupid self, yeah, I'm gonna come see you, like, let's plan a day, blah blah blah. I don't remember all the details, but ended up planning to go see him again. I think I said, I don't know where I was gonna stay, maybe my cousin, something. Y'all, I ended up, like, I went on the train because there's like a train like by my house and it just like goes straight down, and so where he lived, like, I could get off that stop. Y'all, it was late and I went on that train all the way down there. For some reason, I think he couldn't like meet me right there. So y'all, I was walking in the dark by myself, like, what the heck? How was I not scared? Like, I was over here like, I'm going to see my man. That's not my man. You know, like, I'm just chilling, going down the street in the freaking dark. So then I finally see him and stuff, y'all. Go to get to his house. I knock, and so there's like other people, or like his friends live at the bottom and he lives at the top. So I'm knocking, I'm like, I'm here, and I'm like, he better not do this stuff to me, because I swear, bro, like, I came all the way over here. You finna let me in. So they let me in and they're like, oh yeah, you here for Tuki? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, he's upstairs. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I talked to them for a little bit, I think, but I ended up going upstairs. And then I see him and I'm like, and he's like, you look cute. You know, like, we was just talking a little bit, whatever. And ended up staying there, y'all. And I ain't even got to say too much. Y'all already know. I was, yeah, was there, and this and that happened and the other. And it was cool, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, like, I just felt like after, like, the next day, like, I just didn't feel right. Like, I just felt uneasy. Like, it was just, and it's crazy. When I told y'all more story times, like, I don't know, like, back then, I just felt very uneasy, like, when certain things, like, just happened, because I just, like, I don't know. But I was just sitting there, and I'm like, and so we end up like talking a little bit, like the next day or whatever in the morning, and I end up leaving. I get on the train and stuff. So then we're gonna fast forward again, because I wasn't seeing him that much. So maybe like a week or two later, like, we're still talking, and we're talking here and there, and he's like the worst texter ever, not even saying nothing really. Like, And I just felt like I didn't like him no more either. Like, I just started understanding. I'm like, yeah, I only like his eyes. Like, they're so pretty. But, like, I just don't like, and I don't want to be with a person like this. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just, So, anyways, went back there, like, I don't know, next week or two or whatever. And this time he met me at the train. So I went on the train, y'all, and Tuki was there to meet me there. And so I got off of it. And so we're chilling, we're talking, going down the street and stuff, like, you know, whatever. And then we get there, we get to his place, we talk and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and we just pretty much chilling. Like, I felt pretty good and stuff. And then, you know, and then basically I was like, because I had work the next day, and I'm like, oh, I got work the next day. I was gonna take off, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna still go, whatever, because I'm supposed to go to work, and then I'm supposed to get picked up or take the bus, like, or something like that. So I'm like, let me go to work. So the next morning, y'all, I don't know why I did this, but we end up, you know what I'm saying, getting, you know what I'm saying? And so I did a little too much. So he drops me off to work or whatever this time, which I don't know why he wasn't dropping me off before. Like, why was I taking the train back? So anyways, he dropped me off to work and stuff. And I end up going to work out of there, like out of space, like out of there, not even on earth no more. They had me, if you ever worked in like a retail store or whatever, y'all, I hated cashier, okay? I did not like being up there. It was so nerve-wracking. So me being out of this world, I was up there like, yo, what I tell y'all, I was up there tripping, like freaking out. I'm over here looking like, I'm like paranoid. Nobody was saying nothing, so I guess they thought, like, I didn't look like it either, but like, I just felt, I knew I was. So I'm over here like thinking people like looking at me and stuff.
Stop it. Get some help.
And so when I finally had my break, I'm like, my manager was a supervisor. She was like, yeah, you can go back on the floor after. I was like, oh my God, thank you, because I'm tripping up here. I can't do this. Like, I'm up here paranoid and I can't even talk to people right. And I'm on a thing just type, like, I'm surprised I got through that. So I'm like messaging Tuki. I'm like, bro, I shouldn't have done that, because like literally I'm up here tripping. And so I ended up getting back on the floor. It was cool the rest of the day, whatever. So let's just keep skipping, because this ain't about that. This is about Tuki, what went on with him. So after that, basically we didn't meet up again after that. Like, it seemed like he just kind of ghosted me in a way. Like, he wasn't messaging me no more. And I was just like, I'm like, what in the world? Like, what's going on? And so I'm texting him. I wasn't doing too much, but like just a couple times, like a day or like every other day, I'm like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, you ain't saying nothing type stuff. And so I think he had messaged me something, but I forgot what he messaged me. He messaged me something, but then after that, like, he didn't say nothing again. And I'm not a caller, I'm a texter, y'all. I don't talk on the phone. And he's not really the best texter anyways. He rather talk on the phone, but we didn't talk on the phone anyways. Like, we texted. So I'm like, he don't want to meet up again? Like, what's going on? Y'all, maybe it was like weeks later or like a month later or something. But like, after we just wasn't talking no more, I kind of just gave up on it anyways. I was like, let me just move on to the next. But like, at the same time, I'm like, what's going on? Like, you must be talking to a girl or something, because like, I'm confused. So let me know. So then, y'all, I went to his Facebook, whatever. And guess what I seen? Just guess. Y'all already know. Another female on his stuff. So I'm texting him like, who is this? Like, you haven't even talked to me, but like, you got a whole girl type stuff, like another girl on your stuff. Like, I know we ain't together, but we together. Like, we know this understanding, and you ain't gonna tell me. Like, you could be truthful and tell me like what's going on, at least, like, without me texting you and stuff, you know, like that. So then I say that, And I don't think he said nothing back. Like, I don't even remember. But then after that, like later on, I think they end up having a kid or something too. I'm like, dang. But you know, I knew what he was doing. He didn't want me with him. He was doing too much. But yeah, basically, like, that's a little story. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I have more that's like more like crazy and stuff. Not too crazy, but they crazy a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all about that because it's like, and being in high school, like, you just be going overboard. And now I'm grown and I be like chilling and stuff. Well, because you know, I'm married and all that. But like, it's just so crazy. So yeah. Anyways, follow me on all my social medias. They'll be in the box down below. And subscribe, comment, share. I think I said like. But do all that good stuff. Follow me so you can keep up with me and stuff. And I'm out. Peace.